I don't usually get scared, but over the past year, I felt something that I haven't felt like this in a long time. Fear. Not fear for myself so much. I am old enough that I may have dodged this bullet, but I do fear for my children, my grandchildren, and my loved ones. And I also fear for anyone growing up in this world completely transformed by artificial intelligence. I believe this world is being fundamentally changed right now at speeds we can barely comprehend. Now, if you're like me, you spend a lot of time on social media. Frankly, I think I spend too much time on social media. And if so, you've certainly noticed that over the past couple of years, social media is documenting profound societal fears about the AI revolution. There are at least 10 different valid fears documented in various media forums. Two of them have me deeply concerned personally. The first is massive job loss and economic turmoil. I'm not worried about job loss for myself. After all, I'm retired. But others, maybe you, are worried about job loss. Entire industries are shifting. Careers will vanish. Even human creativity is being challenged by machines that write, paint, and speak better than most people. I really don't think we can avoid this oncoming economic train. But that's not what worries me the most. What concerns me even more is the spiritual direction that all of this is heading. Because AI is not natural, normal, or neutral. It's not just a tool, it's a whole system. It's an entirely new societal paradigm, a system that is profoundly shaped by human values, human ambition, and most of all, human pride. In a nutshell, it encapsulates human sin and ambition. And if we're not careful, it may become the very thing the Bible warned us about thousands of years ago. You know, the first time that humanity united under a single system, one language, and one purpose, it was the Tower of Babel in Genesis chapter 11. The people said, "Let us found a great city, Babylon. Let us make a name for ourselves. Let us build a tower to reach the heavens." Now, they were not submitting to God. They were trying to control God. They were trying to establish a human or world-based system to compete with God himself. So God had to step in. He judged the people, he confused their language, and scattered the nations. Why? Because whenever mankind tries to unite without God as their ruler, it always leads to disaster and destruction. Today, AI is offering us that same false unity, but it's digital, global, and irresistible. And here's where it hits close to home for me and for this channel. The heart of my ministry and this channel is simple: union with Christ. That's what the Christian life is really all about. Real, organic unity, not with machines, not with global systems, but with Jesus Christ. But AI is offering the world a counterfeit union. It mimics Pentecost and the New Jerusalem. At Pentecost, God gave his people one spirit, one body, and one language to declare the wonders of God, and the gospel, of course. AI is giving us a global language too, but not to glorify Christ. It unites without repentance. It connects without surrender. It simulates knowledge, power, and even comfort without offering any salvation. It's Babel all over again. And it's leading us directly in the empire of evil, the beast of Revelation chapter 13. So we need to recognize it for what it is and address it as believers. Now that's why I'm doing this series of videos. Not to speculate, not to sensationalize, but to help us see the prophetic pattern repeating here and now in real time. I've poured many hours of research into this video series, and here's what I believe. I believe the Bible, going all the way back to the Tower of Babel, and predicted this AI and technological revolution. And I want to walk with you from Genesis to Revelation to uncover what's happening and what our hope really is. In this 5-part series, we're going to look at, number 1, the original proto-language, the language of God. This is in fact the language that God gave to Adam. 2, the rebellion at Babylon, the Tower of Babel, and God's confusion of mankind's languages and the scattering of the nations. 3, the recent rise of AI and the resurrection of one global language. 4, the prophecies and warnings of Revelation, especially Revelation chapter 13. And 5, the hope of the city of God for all who are truly united with Christ. We're going to expose the counterfeit, and we're going to rediscover the real thing. So if you're concerned or just curious, or if you're wondering where all of this is headed, I'm going to ask you to do several things. Please like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss part 1, which is the next video in the series. Part 1 is entitled The Proto-Language and the Proto-City, how Genesis 11 set the stage for modern AI. And please share this video with someone who's starting to question where technology is leading us. I think there's a lot of people out there who are asking that question, and they don't have answers. We need to think about this and talk about this together. We need to see these issues biblically, and we need to cling to the only union that saves us, union with Jesus Christ. So I look forward to seeing you in part 1 coming up in a day or two. And in the meantime, God bless.